happy, I hope it is a happy day or relaxing at least. It's Friday. I told you that I was going to go live and say thank you to everybody I can for your help, for your support during this time. And I'm gonna start doing this right now. Thank you so very much to everybody who was able to contribute to our campaign. I will leave a link here to my Patreon. I have a public post on Patreon that where you can see some of the faces of people that have been helped. Also working on a video to show you some more evidence and just it's important to see the results of your work. It's important to see that it's important to hear people's feedback when you're working on something, when you're contributing. And I know a lot of you guys have contributed, and some of you went overboard and were extremely generous. And I just wanted to see faces of those people you have helped. So I am working on editing the video together, and I will leave a link once again for Patreon. I just posted some pictures there of people, and even if you're not a member on Patreon, you can still see it. So I hope you guys can hear me. I cannot speak too loud because it's kind of late, but I decided not to wait and just thank everybody who have helped and contributed to my native country of Ukraine. Oh, hi Terry, welcome. I'm so happy to see you too. Thank you. Thank you so much for checking out my channel and also finding me on my Etsy shop. I should probably link, make my Etsy link public so people can check it out. Just two different projects. That's why I don't really have them connected as much. But very, very excited to see you. Thank you for joining. Um, Hello, James. Oh, great. I'm glad. It could be an unintentional ASMR because I have a very loud voice and I don't want to be loud as it's pretty late. Hi, Eric. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so I have a plan tonight. So what I would like to do is I know it's a little bit late, but I also know it's Friday. And I also it's been a long time since we had a chit chat. I would like to give shout outs to I hope almost every of my supporters and people who have been God, it is late. People who have been contributing to my link. And as I said in the beginning of this video, you can see some of our work on my Patreon page, which I will post my link below. So you can see it just kind of draft. So it's not a ready product yet, but you can check out some of the people we have helped. I just want you to see and I just want you to know your help make such a huge difference. Just like you, I felt that, people losing their homes, they some of their homes are, burn out. They're losing all of their belongings, all of their money, their jobs. What, $50 or $100, what difference they gonna make? Sometimes you have this negative talk in your head, in your mind, and then you get feedback from people and they literally crying in those audio messages and saying how grateful they are. A lot of people who we have helped together, they would send me messages and just literally break down in tears and say how much it meant to them. They've been saying, please tell your subscribers, since we don't speak English, please tell them thank you from our entire nation of Ukraine, from all of us. Please say thank you to them. They have no idea that this help means the world to us. I mean, and I realized how selfish it was of me to think that that is not enough. Yeah, maybe not enough, and you don't have a threat of death, and you can go to work and you have your home, but when all of a sudden the world you knew uh turns dark and turns black, and you don't know when you may have your next meal. You don't know if you're gonna have your medication. So uh, really that's such a learning experience. It's such an insightful experience. So if you had contributed more than $1, you are a hero, seriously, because it takes a lot to um, being to really feel that you you are called to do this. You know, you taking maybe something that you were going to get for yourself, but you're gonna get it for, you're gonna help somebody you don't even know. Because I also understand that for expats like myself, for people who are originally from Ukraine, of course it hits, literally hits home for us, unfortunately, right? It is extremely painful for us, because even though we left our country, or we are living in another country now, we are still connected with it forever. And there is part of us that's never left. There is a part of us that's always there, that will be there no matter how many years we live somewhere else. And of course, we have our friends, our relatives, and places we grew up. I mean, uh, it's more painful than I could ever express. But I think all people with adequate sense of empathy could imagine that as well. So uh, if you decide to help, you've never even maybe been in Ukraine, you maybe have no friends in Ukraine, you only may know my channel, or you just see what's going on, such huge appreciation to you, such deep heartfelt thank you. And so in this video I actually want to say some names. And if you were trying to be anonymous and I said your name, please forgive me. But I just feel like it's so important sometimes to recognize people's efforts and call them by their name. Some of the names I won't be able to say because they came as anonymous. So our campaign finished about a day or two ago, and I'm going to start another one with more payment options. And also, I'm starting working. So if some of you guys wanted to get a consultation from me or any of my services, or just reach out to me. And because when I work, I also will be very happy to donate percentage of everything I do to Ukraine, and that's I'm very happy to do so. It's wonderful when people unite and contribute, and it's also great to know that you yourself can contribute more because you are being productive and you're doing something. So without further ado, let's start. I would just want to say thank you. Let's see who we have today. Hi Eric again. Lance, hello. Lino, hi. Terry, Eric again, Elizabeth, James. All right, guys, if you have any questions, it's kind of a chit chat. So if you have any questions for me, that's your time to ask. You're very welcome to ask questions. I will read them. So anyway, I want to say thank you to John H, or John Hacker. He always in my live shows. Thank you so much for your continuous support, for your repeat donations, very generous donations. With each of your donations, we can help family for a month. So thank you so much, John. I know you literally don't have anybody in Ukraine, but you really took it to heart. I truly appreciate you and the messages you had attached to your generous contributions. Thank you so much. And I really have no words to express my gratitude fully. I will never stop trying to, but I can never really fully express my gratitude to how much it means to me. Thank you for your extreme kindness and generosity, and coming back several times to do more and more. And I want you for sure to see the families and people that we have helped. So I will be posting those screenshots, or maybe a video with people's feedback. And I just want you once again to see their faces. I was wrong sometimes, having that negative self-talk, feeling that we are not doing enough. As for these people, with your help, we have done a lot. So thank you so much, John H. or John Hacker. You are incredible, and I'm so blessed that to meet you via the channel. Thank you. You made a tremendous difference. Elizabeth, thank you so much for coming back as well, being a repeat contributor, donators. Thank you so much for your kindness, for your thoughtfulness, and it means a lot. It means a lot. Your help mean a lot. Thank you. Um, David ONG, I know this is from Russian Reaction Reviews channel. Beautiful Irina's subscriber. I don't know if he's watching, maybe not, but just if you know David NG, please tell him thank you for also coming back several times for his very generous donations. I appreciate it um, very much. Thank you, David. I hope to see you on this channel as well. You are very, very kind. Uh, Elizabeth, if you talk to him, please tell him thank you. Karen Cave, I know Karen from earlier times. We were part of a book club membership some time ago. Karen, thank you so much for your contributions to my campaign. Um, I really appreciate it. I know you may not be watching, but I hope that you will come to know that I mentioned you, and I just want to show you my appreciation. I know you don't have anybody in Ukraine, you didn't have to do it, but you choose to do so. Thank you very much. Eric Snare, I know Eric, you're here. Eric, thank you so much for donating as also several times and being so kind, and I really appreciate your trust. I know you're also from Irina's channel, so you don't even know me that well or that long, but I truly appreciate your help. Thank you. And for those who just joined, I will post a link to my Patreon. There is no membership required to see multiple posts of people we have helped. I just want you to see faces of people we have helped. So I will leave a post, a link below. I am leaving those public, so you will be able to see it without have to being a member on Patreon. Of course, if you'd like to be a member, that would be wonderful, but there is no obligation or no requirement. I just want you to see. Then I have also Andrew Priestley. I know Andrew is watching me generally on Instagram. I know you may not be here, Andrew, but I want to tell you how much I appreciate your generosity, very generous support, and coming also several times to help, during my campaigns. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Logan Adams. I don't know Logan Adams from maybe from my channel, maybe from Instagram, maybe from Irina, doesn't matter. Thank you so much for your donation, Logan Adams. I appreciate you. Okay, Elizabeth again. Kelsey Hector, I know who that is. Thank you, Kelsey, so much for your support. I truly appreciate you. It was so kind of you to do this. Terry, I don't know if she's still on the stream, but Terry is a wonderful lady. She came from to this channel from the Body Language Guy, my favorite channel on YouTube. Thank you, Terry, so much for your generosity and kindness. I really appreciate you with this. Even on your picture, I see so much light, and you have such a beautiful smile and beautiful heart. Thank you so much for checking out the channel and donating to help and support people during this extremely trying and challenging, even I can say tragic time. Lance, thank you as well for your donations. Thank you so much. I know you did it, I believe you did it on Cash App, right? I just saw your name. Thank you so much, Lance. I really appreciate your help as well. You have been a subscriber for a long time, so thank you for caring and for contributing. Also, Lawrence Rodriguez, thank you so much for your contribution via Cash App as well. Thank you. Every dollar goes very far in these times. So thank you so much for deciding to help and contribute, Lawrence. I appreciate that. Also, Mark Walker, I don't know if you are right now here. I want to thank you as well. Thank you for reaching out and contributing your generous support. Some of this from my memory because you contributed on different platforms, but I'm just remembering now. So if I missed somebody, please forgive me. Next one is David Braxton. David Braxton is my channel member of my channel. Thank you so much, David. I really appreciate having you. You always write such thoughtful comments, and I know that what you gave is from your heart, and thank you so much for your generosity and doing this. Thank you. Barry Durant. Not sure if it's my subscriber or not, but oh, hey, David, you here. Thank you so, so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. Please check my link. I'll post it to my Patreon. Hey, Elizabeth, if you're still there, could you please post my link to my Patreon? The link with people who we have helped is open, it's public, so maybe I just want you guys to see those people. You will understand how much it means, this help means for them. So Barry Durant, not sure if you whether you're from my channel or new or old time subscriber, don't know, but thank you for your contribution so much. Comment if you here so I know where you came from. Okay, my very good friend Mark, my very shy friend, he would never admit that he helps, but he helped a lot several times during this extremely challenging months. Thanks, Mark, for your help. um, I'm gonna say your last name. I know you don't want me to, but I will because I really appreciate you, Mark Goodbread. That's a great last name. Thank you, Mark, so much for your support and for reaching out to me and contributing, but also for giving me an idea. Actually, Mark gave me an idea to start this campaign. I would I immediately said no when Mark told me, you should start campaign. You may be able to help some people, and some people know you that like to contribute. I said no, I cannot do that. I cannot ask. But then I realized how selfish that was, and he was right. And if it doesn't work, it's fine. But you at least need to try. So thank you, Mark, for the idea that you gave me this idea. Because when the war just started, I just, you felt such overwhelming despair and tragedy and rage and pain and hurt. It was just unimaginable. And being on this mission, having this purpose, really have helped tremendously to not lose my mind completely. So thank you so much. Plus, a lot of people have been helped, and a lot more people are going to get helped. So thank you so much, Mark. I appreciate you. Also want to say thank you to Ricky for helping me to send money to Ukrainian people. I do it through my friend and my longtime subscriber Ricky, who is currently in Ukraine, and he's from Michigan. He's an American, and he decided to stay in Ukraine even during these times. So thank you, Ricky. If you're watching, thank you so much for being my sometimes right and left hand at the same time. With having somebody trustworthy like you means a lot to me, and thank you. Thank you also for not charging me any fees for sending money to people through you, because it's not that easy. You can't send money from American bank to Ukrainian card without a special system. So thank you so much. David Costello, thank you as well. Thank you so much for contributing. Um, don't know which platform you're coming from, but thank you. Thank you so much for your donation. Elizabeth, you can go to my Patreon and just copy the, you know, if you go on top, top copy, and in the browser, just copy the browser link of my Patreon if you can. If you can't, I will post it after the video in a comment underneath. So Michael Johnson, not sure again. I think you coming from Irina's channel. Michael Johnson, thank you so much for your generous donation. Really appreciate it. John Walters, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it very much. Now, okay, John Stajovsky, please forgive me um if I messed up your name. It's really hard to read, but I know you from Irina's channel. Thank you so much for your generous donation. Really appreciate it. Catherine Hutchinson, thank you so much for your support. So Patrick Curry, thank you so much. Amanda Welsh, thank you so much for your contribution. Um, Isabel Said, thank you. Thank you, thank you. W.E. Ledbeater, not sure. But thank you so much for your contribution. Okay, now special thank you also to John Hill. I'm not gonna say the numbers, but thank you for this extremely generous donation, John. Honestly, I have no words to express my gratitude and how many people have been helped. Thank you, thank you, thank you. John Hill, your help is highly appreciated. There are many families have been helped just from your one donation, so thank you. David ONG again, thank you for repeated support. You are so generous. And so is Elizabeth here again. Thank you for your support. John Stajowski, another donation. Thank you for your support. James Ignoir, I know you are here. Thank you for your generous donation as well. David ONG, thank you. I think I just saw you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your help. You guys can visit the Patreon link that Elizabeth just shared. I've only started to show feedback from people and people we have helped, just some snapshots. I just want you to see those people we have been helping, so you can follow the link because the post is public. You don't have to be a member to see that. So thank you again. Here I have somebody who really went not overboard, but who went so I just want to say thank you to John F. I don't know if he wants his full. No, I'm not done. I am not done. What the? Sorry, guys. It's my PayPal. I am not done. I'm reading. What in the world? So, sorry. I want to say thank you to John F. Not sure he really wants me to read his long last name, but thank you so much for that extremely generous donation that it's enough to help like 10 families right there. Hey John, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. You shocked me. At first I thought there was some kind of mistake. When I saw your first donation, I was like, oh my god, I wonder if it's a mistake. And I was looking for your information, and then I heard from you and I knew it was not a mistake. So thank you. You have no idea what it means to people. And again, please check out my Patreon link. It's you will see some of the people we helped. I have many more pictures, many more short videos, and there is a possibility that I will put them all together in a video so you guys can see. But I definitely gonna be posting a lot of it on Patreon in an open post, so you don't have to be a member. You will be able to see the post with people's faces. You have no idea. If you guys would understand Russian or Ukrainian, I would let you listen to the audios that I receive from people. Um, their heartfelt thank you. They're really touched that somebody cares, that somebody wants to help. They are so touched by it, and they told me that all of you guys are on God's mission to help, and their gratitude knows no boundaries. I'm like each message I listen, I just have to stop for a second. It's really, really touching. And I just want you to know that people are almost in disbelief um, from your kindness. So thank you. Yes, I'm so glad you're here, John F. I know you hiding kind of your last name, so I'm just gonna thank you so very much for your extraordinary generous donation. Thank you. Now we have Kim Manny. Thank you so much, Kim. Claire Hatcher. Claire has been watching my channel for a while. If you listening to this, Claire, thank you for the donation and this very generous donation. And also, thank you for the email you sent me. That was really powerful email, and I'm yet to make more videos on that topic. So thank you for not being indifferent and really caring and offering help. That really means a lot. Thank you. Okay, Connor Martin. I know Connor Martin. He's from my Instagram. Thanks so much, Connor. I appreciate your generous donation. I know you probably don't watch my YouTube, but nevertheless, thank you. Ellis Reiber Hodgson. Sorry if I said wrong. Thank you so much for your contribution. Andrew Priestley again, thank you. I know you are you like my motivational videos videos that I do on Instagram. You always quote things that I say, and not sure if you're watching the YouTube, but Andrew Priestley, thank you so much for your generous support, continuous generous support. Thank you. Mark Shelton, long-time subscriber, thank you so much for your contribution. John Hungerford, thank you so much also for your contribution. Really appreciate it. Michael Sweetman, I know you too. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. Antonio Mayas. Yeah, I know Antonio. I don't know if you're watching, but thank you so much for contributing. Keith Steiner, thank you. Really appreciate it. Paul Bonamo. I think I said it right. Thank you so much for your very generous donation. Andrew Priestley again. Thank you. Frederick Frederick Monert. Thank you. Thank you so much for your help. Robert Dale. Thank you. Very kind of you. Angela. God, I can't read. Camfuse. Angela. Um, Angela, thank you so much. Sorry, I don't want to butcher your name again. Thank you. Angela Overholt. I know, of course, I know who you are. I would love to connect with you and ask how everything is going on. Thank you for this extremely generous donation and also the amazing things you and your husband have been doing for Ukraine and for things you've done for taking care of beautiful boys from Ukraine. Uh, thank you, Angela. I have so much respect and for you and your husband and things that you have done. The way you have been taking care of your new family. That is amazing. Thank you for doing what you have been doing. You are appreciated and you did it just on time. You saved at least 2 lives and providing beautiful environment for them. Thank you, Angela. If you are watching, you and your husband, Brian, you both are amazing people. And I'm actually really looking forward to reconnecting with you and seeing you soon. Um, your story is mind-blowing and your kindness knows no boundaries, and thank you also for contributing to my campaign. You've already contributed everything you could possibly contribute. Thank you. I'm speechless, absolutely speechless, but really appreciate your generosity. Karen Cave again. Hi, Karen. I know who you are. Thank you. Hello, England. Very, very touched by your support. Thank you, Karen. Karen Cave. Bill Howard, thanks, Bill. You sent several donations and continuous support. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Alec Hill, I don't know if you're there. Thank you so much, Alec, for your very generous donation. I appreciate it. Ryan Rubel, thank you. Don Higby, I definitely know who you are as well. Thank you so much. Very sorry for everything you have been going through, and glad you got to see Ukraine. And I'm so sorry that this had to happen so shortly after your amazing experience. Very sorry. Edward Olazabal, thank you so much for your support, for your generous donation for the cause. Thank you. Stephen Milton, thank you so much. Karina Vandergif, Vandergif, thank you so much for your contribution. Philip Bainbridge, thank you for your generous support. I know who you are. Thank you so much. Kiss Steiner, thank you. Thank you for your help. Douglas Hastings, thank you. Joseph Elam, thank you so much. Alba Angela, thank you so much. Albert Sablis, thank you and your son for your very generous donation as well. Oh my god, my arm. Guys, this is not all. There are many people who stayed anonymous. Many people that also used my Cash App to support. Um, Jake Judy, thank you so much. Carrie Land Teaser, thank you so much. Apologizing for my the way I say things. Uh, Joel Studler, thank you so much for your donation. Um, Gary Bott, thank you so much. Stan Doucette, thank you so much. Oh, James, thank you for super chat as well. Yeah, my super chats, guys, it's uh was my pleasure. I will also add this money by the end of the month to help people. It will be amazing. Appreciate your help. Thank you, James, for being so generous. Oh, wait, something happened with my hand. It's not moving now. Sorry. Oh. Okay, but I'm almost done. Thank you. Thank you, Jim, again. Um, yeah, thanks, Stan. Thank Gary Bott. Mark again. Thank you. Um, Casey, thank you. Let's see. Mary Rose, thank you. I mean, we can stay here all night, but if I miss somebody, please forgive me. I know a lot of people did not even want to be mentioned, and I probably mentioned maybe somebody who did not want to be mentioned, and oh well. Um, oh well, not everybody have patience to watch this video. So that is fine, but I just want to tell you my dear friends that you're incredible and you make true difference. And somebody, I think David Braxton wrote what a quality people I have on my channel, and I agree with you, David Braxton. If you're still here, uh, I'm amazed by the quality of people I have on this channel. I honestly didn't have any expectations, or even I didn't know how this all gonna go. And once again, when my friend Mark offered this idea, I didn't even listen to it. I said, no, hell no, I'm not gonna do it. No, I can't do this. But then, sometimes you give something a second thought and you realize that you need to give a chance. Nobody has to do anything. Nobody owes you to support or contribute, but you have to give a chance to people to have an option. It's just an option to help. And some people won't, but they can't. Some people would like to, but they can't. Some people can, but they don't want. And some people won't, can, and feel called to do this. So there is no reason not to give an option. For people like myself, people who came from, post-USSR, we unfortunately know how corrupt some organizations are when it comes to donations, and a lot of donations are coming, but I just want you to know is that a lot of people will not see any support because there is a far away. I have to say that a lot of donations are getting stolen, right? A lot of donations never make it to their addressee, to where they supposed to uh, get, right? And even Irina from Russian Reactions and Reviews, she said that she felt compelled to share my link because she felt trusted. We are helping particular people. There are concrete people that you can see some pictures and videos, and there are people that actually receiving help every single day. The other couple days ago, I posted on community tab here on my YouTube channel this beautiful young girl, and they call them auto angel, but I think in English it would be more correct to say car angel. So she, herself and a few other ladies and a guy, couple people, two, three people are driving around with in a van. They're driving around, guys. I just want you to imagine this. They are in Kharkiv. Kharkiv, Kharkiv or Kharkov got one of the biggest hits. It was a beautiful city. It used to be a capital in uh, Ukraine, of Ukraine back in time. It was the first capital, was Kharkiv. It's a beautiful city. It was so well kept, but it got one of the hardest hits, bombing and shelling and burning and all of this unbelievable cruelty. And these young people, I mean, they are all in their early 20s, they are children, really. They are driving in that van and they deliver, they give help when they see people on the street. They give help, groceries, hygiene items and things like that, but they give they take requests and they deliver needed items to people, including very much needed medication, very much needed products for kids, for elderly people, food. Can you imagine for 1 second driving a vehicle around the cities that randomly, it's really terror, this is really terrorism, what is going on over there. And this young woman and with a couple of her friends, she drives around, she has address, and they don't charge a dime, they don't charge 1 hryvnia for it. They just they get this help. Some of it they buy with their own money, some of it they have an organization that gives them these items and they drive around and deliver these items. It's unbelievable. She sent me, I sent her help, guys, from all of us about 3 days ago, and she sent me tons of short videos also and pictures of people they've been helping. But it's one thing to have a place when people come and pick up help. It's another thing to drive around the city uh, where at any point of time things can happen, things that you cannot reverse. And actually, we talked with her. She offered a phone call, so she called me. Her name is Valeria. Beautiful young girl with the most incredible heart. She called me. We talked audio. We had an audio call with her, and she told me, she said, we don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna leave because I have my boyfriend can't leave, you know, my babushka, my grandma can't leave, so I'm not gonna leave them like this. I'm not leaving. I'm gonna be here helping. And she said, my gosh, I can't say this, but I will try. She said, I don't know how much longer I have. We all don't know. We don't know how this all going to end. And she said that she wants to be remembered. She wants to use this time to do as much good as she can because she wants to be remembered. You know, to hear this from somebody who's, you know, 23, 24 years old is really painful. Somebody who's supposed to have their life ahead of them, you know. But she was just saying, yeah, I mean, we don't pay attention at the explosions right now. We just don't pay attention. We just keep moving, we keep helping. And she said, yeah, we don't know, it may all end tomorrow, and therefore I want to be remembered. I want to make a difference. I don't know, it's just too much. Oh, Lord. Oh, guys, I apologize. I may have to leave for a second because I mean, I don't have any napkins here. Oh, Lord. Okay, guys, I'm very sorry, but I I will be back in a minute. I just have to go. Are you still here? So sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's too much. It's not okay. It cannot ever be accepted. It can, you know, it's really a crime. It's really a genocide against people, and these people have done absolutely nothing to deserve this. So anyway, I just want you to know, guys, about real heroes, you know. I knew this will happen, so I apologize for this, but I don't know what to do. Um all right, so let me read some of your comments. Thank you so much for helping everybody. Thank you for your support. But I also want to tell you, I'm gonna make more videos, not only about the situation in Ukraine. I have many video requests, and I will follow up with them, and maybe even some entertaining topics, because it's important to get your mind off things and to be able to recharge a little bit so we can be better, feel better, and give more, because it's really hard to give. Um, it's really hard to give when you have nothing, you know. When you have literally have nothing, how can you give when you have no energy, no strength? You know, one of the reasons I want to do videos every day, but sometimes I can't do them because my mental energy is just dropped. It's very, very toxic, but I want to be able to create content and still create videos that you may enjoy, you know, that will bring some use. So thank you so much for the kind words. Oh man. Actually, donating money is pretty heroic too, because you know, money is our energy, is something that we earn, and all of you have something else you probably want to spend your money on. So to me, I consider the person that is called to do something, and you know, don't find excuses and just helps. I think to me it's heroic. This, I mean, yes, of course, I do not compare even, you know, things that we are doing with being under the bullets and bombs, But we can't all be there, and if we would be there under the bullets and bombs, we won't be sending support, right? uh so I think we all have some kind of role, and we all contributing the way we can. um we doing what is available to us, right? I believe me, I'm learning all the sides of so-called survivor guilt. Just went through all the stages of it. And yes, all of us doing something. And if you are in a vulnerable situation yourself, you may or may not be able to help. But of course, people who are risking their life to deliver necessities are true heroes. I mean, no uh, there is no words to express that appreciation for these people, right? They are just beyond heroic for doing this, especially being so young, have your entire life ahead of you. Anyhow, guys, oh my gosh, what a mess. Sorry. Oh yeah, Jim, don't devalue what you have done, because your help is tremendous as well, so thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot. I also thought, oh my gosh, why I am even doing this. Whole cities get burned, people losing their relatives, people of course losing all their belongings, their jobs, their lives. What's different again? Five, I usually stand about 100 to $200 to a family. I'm like, what this can do? And I'm learning it can do a lot. It can literally makes a difference between life and death, because people cannot work right now. So in Ukraine, dollar go a lot further. So once they are out of the bombing or shelling, they can feed their children. So it does a lot. It does whole a lot that none of us can even imagine. So thank you so much. Oh, Terry, yes, I am also in tears. I know, I know. I cannot imagine, honestly. I don't think I'm that. It's hard to imagine that level of bravery when you just ride around in a vehicle and doing these things. I mean, that takes a special person to do it. So they call them car angels in Kharkiv, in the city of Kharkiv. This group of volunteers, they call them car angels, and they definitely are car angels. They're angels in general, but they are driving a car. So absolutely incredible. Yeah, not everybody can fight. Not everybody can pick a gun, and everyone contributes the way they can if they're called to do so. Yes, Michael. Hi, Michael. Good to see you, Michael Ray. Donating money can feed people. Yes, absolutely. And get some medication. Let's not to forget how many people need daily medication. And it's amazing people have been donating medication. And some of them are life-threatening too. So thank you. Um, oh my gosh, what's going on? I'm trying to read your comments. Hey Philip, I don't know if you heard, I didn't call your name too. Thank you so much for your generous donation. I appreciate you very much. If I weren't medically retired from the army, I doubt I could have been stopped, but she wouldn't have been happy. Yes, well, generally, Ukrainian women, if you are in a relationship with, a woman from Ukraine, uh, she would be more nervous than happy about you trying to fight, because this have a huge chance of you never coming back from that fight. And yeah, she wouldn't want you to do it, especially if you know older than 25 years old or something like that. She would not want to risk your life. especially if she's seen life with you, you know, that's understandable. She wants you to help. And I'm gonna be doing tomorrow probably, or upcoming videos, we're gonna be talking about future of dating in, you know, Ukraine. Is it, is there a future, and if it is, how it's gonna look like? So it's gonna be one of my upcoming videos. I thought to do it today, but obviously today we can just have a chit chat today with my appreciation of your help. Ramon Perez. Thank you, Ramon. I know you from my Instagram, right? I know you. Thank you. Ukraine is the heart of the world. You've killed the heart, you kill the whole body, meaning the whole wide world. Yes. Oh, man. This heart needs to keep beating. You know, Jim, I know you saying that you are willing to die for her and her daughter, but ask her and her daughter if they want you to die. You know, sometimes we want to bring a sacrifice that nobody needs. And by the way, instead of dying for her and her daughter, why couldn't you fly and see her? I know she's in a different country right now, not in Ukraine. So this is the time where you can get a ticket and fly and see her. I think she would like that much more than hearing about your death, especially that she moved out. So do you have a plan to see her, Jim, and her daughter? Because once again, she's out of Ukraine. So all of you guys who have ladies who are out of Ukraine, you can come and see her. Yeah, so that's what you need to do before you do anything else. All right, I hope it happens. It's really important. It's really important that it happens. So good. Keep me in the loop. There is a difference between entering a relationship while currently serving and throwing caution aside for self-centered reasons. Yes, exactly. There is a piece done by the Epoch Times about how Ukraine should not fall. It was very educational. Okay, that sounds interesting. I have not read it, but it sounds very interesting. I know they have interesting perspective in that paper. I'm not subscribed to it, but I've heard they have really good, interesting outlook there. All right, I'm gonna read a few more comments. If you guys have any questions or you want, you know, you can share, ask if you would like. Um, Ramon, thank you. Thanks. Hi, Miss Veronica. Thanks for all your all you do regarding educating us about beautiful Ukraine. My heart is torn apart by all that's going on. I'm worried about my girlfriend. Well, yeah, I hear you. I know what you mean. Thank you. Eric says no need to apologize. It's sad that people are having to go through what they're going through. Yes. Well, I'm just trying not to be a complete wreck on my videos, but I guess it's not working out. Yes, they are very brave, extremely brave. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you so much for your kind words. I really appreciate it. Yes, well, I'm very, very glad that we are doing this together, and it's really adds meaning and purpose, and I'm glad to be helping particular people. You know, of course there are organizations that have, you know, millions of dollars. I know they are doing a lot too, but we are doing what we can do, and I think it's amazing. And unfortunately Ukraine is pretty corrupt country, so some of the money that people are gathering here people will never see, but I think a lot more is going to come, and they will have to use that money to rebuild the entire country. So we are contributing what we can, and it does it brings more and more satisfaction for all of us. Yeah. Michael says, I have a friend in Kiev. She's also doing a lot, delivering food and making camouflage nets. Yes, she's volunteering. Well, Kiev is not, I mean, there are definitely things are happening, but, they didn't take Kiev, so to speak, but they did, uh, not to devaluate what she is doing. She's doing an amazing job, but in Kharkiv, there are literally bullets are flying into you with bombs and rockets. And in Kiev there is also stuff going on, but not as severe as over there, even though the bombs are falling, the rockets are falling randomly in Kiev as well. So I guess, there is no way to measure to measure. It's still beyond anything we could imagine. And so God bless her for doing what she's doing. um oh, you asking about my family? Well, I would say they are safe, fair, than they were, but to say that they're completely safe, no. There is not a safe spot in Ukraine right now. There is a small part of my family that had departed to different place, but a lot of them are still um, in Ukraine, at so-called safer part. But the thing is, we don't know what, when, and where is going to happen. So every day is every day is unknown. Every day you brace yourself for what you may hear. I'm just learning to live with it, like most of people. I wish that they would have more decisiveness to live, but they have their own circumstance that I'm just gonna keep from YouTube. They have their own reasons why they can just get up and leave, and those reasons are pretty serious. So hopefully, where they are, it will remain safe. I pray for this every day. So, combat changes a man too. I don't know many vets who aren't divorced at least once. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a huge pressure on everything. I mean, I can't even imagine. I cannot even imagine not being changed after going through such experience and having all this trauma and PTSD and you name it. Oh, so yes. So let's see. Trying just to look through the comments. I need to remember to breathe. Yeah, David, thank you for kind words. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody who had joined. But I just want you to know that really appreciate you and all of your help. Some of you guys were asking how you can join the channel. So surprisingly, you cannot join the channel if you don't have a desktop or like a laptop, or if you don't have like Droid. Because if you have iPhone, somehow you need to join from Microsoft. It just next to subscribe button has a join button, and if you would like to be a member, meaning that you'd like to support the channel every month, I think it starts from like $5 or something like that. So it's not a requirement, but it is really it really means a lot for me when you do that, but it's not anything that is expected, but it's highly appreciated. So thank you to my members. Let's see if I have any members. I know I have David Braxton. Thank you for being a member. Jim Agnoar, thank you for being a member, for supporting the channel. I know I have more, but right now I can't really see everything, but thank you so much for your help and support. Anyway, guys, do you have any questions, comments, thoughts that you want to share? I really wanted to do a video today talking about you know, the future of Ukrainian dating and what's going to happen. Also, some of you asked me to comment on some recent events, almost like entertaining events, and I'm gonna try to find that strength to create more content and more videos, and some of them gonna be not gonna be related to the current events in Ukraine, so we can all take a break and give our brain a rest. I mean, just it's also important to be able to, you know, just laugh and talk about silly things. Michael says, I have very high hopes for Ukraine. I listen to the soldiers speak. They are very smart. Yes, I have high hopes that this will end soon, like yesterday. Um, well, I have high hopes for some people being called to God, if you know what I mean. I think some people do not deserve a walk on this planet, and it's their time to go because they're making millions of other people suffer, and I don't think that it should be happening. So, hint, hint, you know, we're all praying for certain things, let's be real. We're all praying for tyranny to end, for dictatorship to end. Yes, I'm glad Odessa is okay so far. But those of you guys who are, if you have somebody in Ukraine and they escaped to Poland, Czech, I don't know, Italy, whatever, wherever they escaped, make some plans. You know, get on that plane and come and see them. It's really important. It's life-threatening event. I mean, it would be extremely meaningful. You know, there is nothing more meaningful than coming out there in a time of major distress, showing your support. You know, a lot of Ukrainian people never left their home, their country, as they feel lost and scared. So you showing up would mean everything, you know? Yeah, some people are in Poland and Romania, yes. Hey, Luke Johnson. Yeah, my gosh. Yes, I hope it ends. I mean, we all hoping, but the problem with this that we really don't know, and really nobody knows when it's going to end, and that is the main issue. That, you know, when you know an end date for something, you can plan, you can kind of make it a bit easier, but when you don't know, it's very hard to operate. It is very, very hard to it is very hard to predict, to make plans and to stay. You know, plans make us happier, you know, vision for future makes us happier. And then in this situation you really don't know. No matter what anybody says, there is we don't know, and things are escalating. And to be honest with you, being in the United States does not make us a lot safer, because we have people who are absolutely uh crazy. Let's just say, who we have certain people who are tyrants and maniacs, and they absolutely don't care about nobody, and they have been threatening with the red button everyone, and we don't know what will come on their mind tomorrow. Yeah, Michael. That too. But um it is very scary, and it's very unpredictable. You know, I think a lot of people understand that this is not just Ukrainian crisis. At any moment it can become the world crisis, and it's kind of becoming that in a way. There is so many layers to this conflict, but the thing is, nobody is truly safe. We don't know what when it's gonna blow up. When a tyrant does not get what he wants, when a tyrant does not get uh when his plan does not happen like this by his wish, you know, when something does not automatically happen for him, he can go as far as, you know, destroying the world if he feels like it. He's obsessed, you know, he has a mind of an obsessed person. um so what can I say? All of us, we all need to count our blessings and spend as much time with our loved ones and do things like there is no tomorrow. Not too scared, not to live in fear, but realizing how important it is to give your best every day. We don't know what the future holds. We really, it's a reminder to do the most every day, and also to be proactive, to do everything you can to support people, but also to bring awareness. And if we all unite against the evil, the good will win. And we all are praying for divine intervention, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Somebody asked me what is the best way to save money in Ukraine. There are organizations that you can, you know, Google and find. I have my own campaign. I'm about to restart it. So it just finished a couple days ago. And I'm going to make a new one. So if you want to donate to particular people and you want to see those people that receive help, then if you'd like to subscribe or you would like to check my announcements, I will post this weekend. I'll create a new campaign. So if you would like to contribute, that would be highly appreciated. You can see people with help on my Patreon link. It's available. It's just those are just few people I posted because I just wanted you guys to see, but there is a lot more. And I will have a new link shortly. Thank you, Luke. Are you from Irina's channel? Please let me know. I'm just curious. Yeah, so I will have a new campaign this weekend. I will create it hopefully tomorrow or the latest on Sunday. I'm just very busy sending out the money, making sure all the details are correct. It's probably gonna be GoFundMe, and it's gonna be an ongoing campaign. Um, so yeah, I would really appreciate this if I had few people ask me if they, just a second, if they want to send, if you would like to send, you know, if you would like to send money to your friends to Ukraine, the PayPal now waived the fees for Ukraine, and also people in Ukraine can receive PayPal, um, but not everybody has PayPal. So um, if you have somebody you want to send money to, um, I have somebody in America or in Ukraine who's an American. He has a system to send money to people's cards. If you really need help, I can help you to send money to the person you want to send it. If you know the Privat bank or their Monobank or any other bank, if you need personally, I can help you. There is a very small fee, just like a few dollars. I don't have that system that my friend use, but I'm gonna see if I could actually start using that system myself. It's called TransferWise. You can try to set it up yourself as well. So, but I do have a trusted person that have been sending money, and I even was posting receipts here. Is really good at it. But yes, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be posting some more information. Hey, Nicholas from Texas, good to see you. Terry is asking, is US allowing you to sponsor now without visa? You know, they're talking about it. I don't think there is actually a law yet. They've been talking about it being able to sponsor your family without a visa. So I hope um, that soon there is an option for me. I'm kind of getting ready for it. I think they will be allowing Ukrainians to come if they have direct family without a visa. And I believe we'll need to sign that we're not asking government for assistance, which I don't need and don't, I mean, I don't want any assistance. I think we can take care of our own family for the time that the conflict is on. Um, I come from a humble background. I remember living in one room with four people. So we have plenty of space to host our own family and to take care of them. So hopefully it will get approved soon, but there is definitely was a statement was made, or at least it was, I read about it, but the actual law is not, I'm not sure if it's there yet. I don't think it's fully ready, but I hope so that it will be. I hope that they will make it official that people who have family in US, if they're from Ukraine, that they won't need a visa, will just need our approval of sorts. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, all right. Irina's channel, yeah, Irina has an amazing channel. Her channel called Russian Reactions and Reviews. Russian reaction and review. She make reaction videos, but she also been devastated. Even though she's from Russia, as many people in Russia, she's devastated about this. She lives in U.S. and she has been making every late night video talking about the situation and what's been going on. She is truly very hardworking girl, and she's a true friend, and she's a person that really cares, and she feels awful that her native country is involved in this, and she's just trying to create a connection between people in such difficult times. She truly has an incredible channel. Once again, it's called Russian Reaction and Reviews. Yes. Yeah, she has been. I didn't even know she was promoting my donation link without me even knowing. I thought that was really kind of her. This time is amazing in terms of unity and kindness of people. Something you would never, think or expect. And then, you find out that you have so many more friends that you thought you had, so many more people looking out, so many people want to help. It's amazing. I truly believe that there is more of good. There is definitely more of good people. And I've learned this too, when when my campaign started on, and I saw all these messages and donations from people I know, people I don't know. It was just such a discovery. You realize you're not alone in this. So many people do really care. It's incredible. Um, so yes, she is very cool. I really admire her. She truly is dedicated to her work, and I don't know, she's just awesome. We just met recently, but you know how you have certain observations about people. You can just see their work ethics, their dedication, their kindness. Yes, I'm looking forward to make a live with her sometime soon. It's a good feeling to know that there are good people that still exist. Well, definitely there is more good people that we know, and this tragic, devastating situation actually shows us, shed light on those incredible people. It really is heartwarming. It is absolutely healing, and it does restore our, as I say often, our faith in humanity. Did I push some button? I think I added more light, but okay, we'll have more light then. So let's see. I slept on the floor as a kid. In the first bed I owned was a bunk bed in the military. Yes. Wow. You had some rough, humble beginnings. So, but that makes you appreciate things. I would never say, "Oh, I don't have three bathrooms. That's why I can't have my family." Or, "I only have two bedrooms." If we needed to, we can sleep on the floor if we needed to, right? So, if you come from humble beginnings, if you know If you ever shared bread with somebody, shared your last meal with somebody, you're not gonna say such a BS excuse, such a nonsense as, we only have two bathrooms, or, we only have three bedrooms. Well, it means that you have kitchen and a living room. And there is that's something about, our culture from back in time, from like post-Soviet kids like myself, that we would never refuse to have somebody because we think we don't have enough room. We would always find room and food for somebody who needs it. The lack of space would never be an excuse. So, and I do think it's beneficial for people to have certain struggles, or to know. I think people are becoming very weak when everything is so easy. When you're spoiled, when you have so much of free stuff, when you always need all this extra and you've never really seen a challenge, it makes you very weak. It makes you very can't find a good word to express it. Very unprepared for life, and you don't know what true values are. When all you think about is comfort, eventually that comfort can kill you. That's just my opinion. I think, yeah, we all like comfort, we all like, beautiful things, but to realize that you can do it without, and you can uh, share in things in times of needs, is important. What do they say? The good times, the easy times create weak men, and it's so true, so true. Or Terry, thank you for that. Yes, we all could do that. Thank you. Terry is saying, I'll contact my congressman and Senate. Yes, Senate. Yes. Uh, it's very important if you can, go into demonstrations, go into connect our congressmen, all the people that supposedly work for us, right? They do work for us. We should be able to do that. I have many people who have done it, and we wrote petitions, and um, it's important to come and ask and let them know. It's very important. Thank you for that. It's really important to not stay indifferent. Guys, I'm gonna tell you my biggest fear about Ukraine, and I think you probably can guess it. My biggest fear is that something that this will keep on going, and that the damage that they will create will be beyond any repair. And I think in some ways it's their goal. It's their goal to just completely demolish cities, burn them to the ground, and break people's spirit to the point, when you are beat down to the point when you just don't care anymore. And I feel that they're trying to steal our future, destroy what we have, steal our future, uh, with hurting our children, with bombing the birth house, when women give birth, or maybe you it called maternity home, with bombing kindergarten and school, and have children in basements in the dark without food, water. I really think that this is their goal, but I also know how strong our people are, and they will never break us down. I'm saying us because you never, you can't really not be who you are no matter what country you are in. I know my people, and his plan will not work, because you can never you they will never be able to break our spirit down. People are losing life, people are getting hurt, some people trying to stop tanks with their bare hands. people doing extremely brave and desperate things, but knowing what my country have been through since the beginning of time, they can never break our spirit, ever, 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 ever. They cannot do it. Yes, they can hurt, they can torture, they can do all these things, they can bump, they can never break it. It's unbreakable. You know, our children are singing songs in those shelters, they're drawing art. I know a lot of people that, you know, I have a lot of colleagues and people that uh, I'm in contact with. They all uh, seeing the first hand the bravery of people, including the children, and of course, men and women, everybody. But I just, I just don't want Ukraine to pay such a high price, especially people that have nothing to do with politics and their issues and corruption. As I think there should be a law at some point that if countries are going to war, the leaders of the country need to go and we going to watch them fight. I think that would be best. If you are disagreeing with the country to the point that you can't stand their decisions, you feel you need to interfere, um, you know, we will go on arena, on some theater stage, uh, get some weapons, whatever you need, and have that fair fight between the leaders and maybe their circle. And all of us peaceful people that have nothing to do with it whatsoever will get some popcorn, I'll get some tea, and we'll just watch you all fighting. I do not understand why our sons, daughters, sisters, children need to suffer. It's one of the most unfair things that never been really addressed. Why in the world the people, the peaceful people, need to suffer and get hurt? Why? When leaders take decision to fight, but they want civil, you know, civilians, peaceful people to pay the price. Why peaceful people need to pay the price for someone else's decisions that they didn't sign for, they did not agree for it? That's it have been always bothering me since I was a child. Because when I learned about excuse me, when I learned about World War II, when I learned about Stalin, Hitler, starvation, and all of these things, I was wondering why millions of people need to suffer because of a few. So I think the war should be outlawed in 2022. You know, we have phones, we have technology. We don't have to leave our house to run a business. We don't have to leave our house to connect with multiple countries, cities. We can solve so many problems with push of a button, with a click. But yet, in order to solve diplomatical issues, in order to agree on something, somebody can think that bomb something can bring a solution, can make things better. It just shows that some people stayed in that barbarian stage. They never evolved past that. They are barbarians. You know, they are absolutely uncivilized. This should be outlawed. And I know there is a lot of conversation about Russian leader being a war criminal. I mean, he's worse than anybody because he is erasing his own history. For those who don't know, Russia started from Ukraine. So when we are so connected in our roots, we are all mixed together also. So it's a genocide against your own people, against his own people. This should not be allowed. This should have had never happened and should have been stopped immediately before it started, really. But that's our reality. And it's very, very sad. It's not sad, it's devastating. Yeah. Well, my dear friends, I didn't know we're gonna. Oh my gosh, what time is it? Is it like 2 a.m.? Well, close. Close. I'm gonna stay for a few more minutes just to again show my gratitude for your help, and I will work on some materials for you, also on some videos. We also need to do some things, some regular things, I have some ideas, and also I have your requests, so I will try to do my best um to add more variety of topics that we talk about. Um, it's really bad when some of the really old Ukrainians who lived through World War II said that Nazis treated them better. Yes, I know. It's devastating, to know that uh, fascists treating them better than their own people. That is crazy, and this is unimaginable, really is unimaginable. I saw some of those videos. So yeah, I know there's all kinds of territorial discussions right now. um Putin has this obsession about bringing the USSR back. He said a few times that it was a mistake for USSR to fall apart. The only reason he says that because he liked to be a bigger threat to the United States, and because of geopolitics. Um, and he doesn't understand that people moved on so past the USSR. Some of the older folks have nostalgia about USSR, and I understand why, but that's for another video. Not so much for the regime, but they just miss the youth. They miss some good things that were there, but they forget what it was really like for many. But sometimes people miss the times when they were young, just because they were young. Those grandmas, and I don't think, especially before the war started, I don't think life in USSR in 1940s, 1950s was that great. But I always knew that these babushkas, the older ladies and men, they were young back then. That's why they miss it. We always miss a time when you have something happening in your life, you were excited about something. I always smiled. you know uh, I had some neighbors in early 2000s that they were so grieving about USSR, and as a post USSR child, I remember a lot of things that had happened, and I was thinking, was they really missing their youth? They missing their memories, when things were happening in their life. Now they feel thrown away, they felt like nobody needs them or care about them. We do have not prejudice, but I would say in the United States there is a lot more activities for older people. They can have a lot of fun in, but not so much in Ukraine. And so there are many reasons. There was that, this, how to say this in English? Uh, like something like sportsmanship, you would say, when everybody, people are friends, they doing thing. Community was huge. If in America it's society is somewhat more individualistic, in Ukraine and Russia back in the USSR it was more of a community thing. It was less material and less individualistic, but it was a thing of a community. So that's a whole different video. I can try to make it for you if you guys want, because I grew up with those people. I know why they're missing it, but they're forgetting about the downside of it. Yeah. Yeah, they show how Ukraine bombing itself. The propaganda is in Russia is beyond anything we ever knew. It's insane. It's insanity. The stuff that they are writing. Yes, Katerina, exactly. Katerina is saying it is the biggest mistake to think that it's possible to bring USSR back. Yes, literally nobody wanted, nobody uh, can imagine it after 30, however many years since then. I felt bad for, I would say this, I felt bad for older people, or, people who were in active age. I don't know, maybe, you know, their 40s, 50s, 60s. When USSR fell, it was very hard for them because they had their life stable. They have a stable job. They knew what's happening tomorrow. It was like this for many, many years. And all of a sudden, when USSR collapsed, it was shock. Everybody lost their job. It was the craziest times in 90s when one system had been collapsed, had been broken, and the new system wasn't built. So it was a huge shock for people, but there is no other way to evolve rather than break the old system and build a new. But it was very hard for them to face it. On the other hand, when you have cancer, there is no other way but remove it. It's painful. You need to have a surgery, but without it, there is no future. So sooner or later, it would collapse. From what they tell me, the thing they miss about USSR was the life stability. Yes, very true. Especially the older generation, the young people, uh, I mean, they didn't have a chance to really get into this, but the predictability, the seeing of the future, mm, how shall I say this? Yes, people wanted that stability because for many years, for decades, people know just so you understand, the day they start school in first grade, they knew how they're gonna finish in school. They're gonna send them from school to the university. From university, they send them to the job. So everything was predictable decades ahead of you. So then all of a sudden, this whole thing crashed, and that's it. That's it. So that was really, really tough on older generation, and not only older, but active age, 30s, 40s, 50s, people who doing their thing. It was very hard for them when USSR collapsed because they didn't know anything else. They didn't know what to do. And it was devastating because our, science, medical system, everything took a huge hit and never really recovered after that. um Also, one thing was people were more united, people were more connected. The material things were not the biggest goal, if that makes sense. It was more of the community thing, connection, doing things together, helping out, standing out for each other. But this is not because of the government. It just people were uniting and looking out for each other. When I was growing up, I remember we never locked our door. So people were merging, going back and forth, this neighbor cooks something, that neighbor cooks something, like it was later times, but still people were the same. Just because the system collapsed, it didn't mean the people had changed. So I kind of still grew up in that where, people just going back and forth. I remember having some random kids on our breakfast. I mean, I knew them, but my mom was like, who are these kids? And they just would come over and say, hey, our mom did not make breakfast today. Can we just have some breakfast together? And we say, yeah, sure. And then my mom would be like, do you know these kids? I'm like, yeah, I know them. I play with them. And they're like, great. You know, they would come to have some blinchiki. Blinchiki is like Russian, Ukrainian, I don't know, pancakes. So we'd have pancakes, you know, then another neighbor would knock on the door, they would make some kind of pie, you know, they would knock on the door. So we didn't have that much in a material way, but people would do the most of what they have and they would share. People would, it would be merging of people and food, and I don't know. I really do miss that, you know. I think it was amazing to have that strong sense of community. Right now we are living, we don't know the person next door. Or thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Feel like it's gonna be a 5 hour live, so I'm gonna be saying good morning soon. Thank you so much for your donation, for your contribution. Thanks, Bill. We really appreciate you, your grasp of European history and your great spirit of generosity, Veronica. Thank you so much. I appreciate your generous support. And by the way, in the beginning of this video, I was naming everybody I could, everybody who contributed to the my campaign. So thank you as well. Thank you for your repeat contributions, and I hope that you can see some of the people we had helped. I'm still working on the materials to show you a lot more, but I just want you guys to see the faces of people that have been getting help through the channel. Thank you for helping me, for helping out to make our channel, to make this our common mission. So thank you. Thank you so much. And I appreciate the generous support of the live streams. Thank you. I wanted to do a live video. I wanted to do them every day, but because of what's going on, I just don't always have the mental energy. It's just, man, it really, I hope that you guys understand. I wish I could do more videos and I want to do them every day, but I'll see even at least every other day. But I have been extremely tired. I don't know. Plus, you know, having winter weather in spring and no sun does not help. But that will change soon. So thank you so much, guys. I'm so proud of our community. Talking about communities, I'm so proud of our community and welcoming new members, and my appreciation for you guys is really can't describe it with words. So thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Terry's saying, I so miss my child years, innocence, trust of others, no real violence or theft. Golden rule was practiced. I hear you on that. I miss that too. I really miss just the innocence of it, the sweetness of it, the kindness, you know. Even though our childhood probably was at somewhat different times in different countries, but there is still similarities. There is a lot of similarity. It's the sweetest, you know, when people just do things with no strings attached, when people just do things because they want to do them, when people looking out for each other, you know, there is nothing like that. I remember that sense of community. I really remember it. And it was really strong. It was really powerful. Nobody, if you need to sleep, if you need to eat, nobody would say, people would literally take everything they have in their refrigerators, they would cook, they would do anything to take care of you. That's just how I grew up. So, you know, when somebody says, you know, well, we can't host a family because, you know, we have one bathroom, you know, on this floor, it's shocking to me because you have to know that in times of USSR and post USSR, you couldn't really buy an apartment. So you will get your apartment from the government, and it depends how many children you have, how many rooms you will have. If you have more children with time, then you will be like in line for a new apartment. So my mother had three of us, and so we were like in a 20-year line for an apartment. But before that, it was, you know, I'm telling you, our apartment, like we say in Ukraine, would be tight in your hips. Your hips would be too tight in it. So basically, um, I'm telling you, it was really, really tiny. So you really learn the sense of unity. It was five of us in a tiny, tiny place. Um, but I didn't know it was bad. That's the thing. I didn't know that we were struggling. I thought we were doing great because we were all together. It's really interesting. And we would have sleepovers sometimes, and we had way too much fun. We were climbing on trees. We had a lot of fruit trees and apple trees and pear trees, and we would get scolded by our neighbors, but we would climb on the trees and grab all those ripe fruits and berries, and we were really happy, as old children are happy when they get to just run around and have fun. We didn't know that we were poor or that we didn't have something. We didn't know about it. I don't know. I really thought that it's a lot more fun to do these adventurous things than just sitting there. So it was a lot of fun. It was fun to run away and um, take the apples and pears from the trees that from different neighbors, and then see if they can chase you. And of course they cannot chase you because they're old. It was fun. It was really fun. Well, they actually were not old, but we know when you're 9 years old, everybody is old to you. Yeah, the good old days are the best memories. It was before these computers and before people stopped talking to each other. It was a lot of fun. This is where I connect with Slavic people. They lived on a giant Indian reservation too. Oh, really? Interesting. I'm learning a lot about you guys. So it means that you lived in Indian reservation. That is interesting. By the way, when I was little, we played Indians all the time. The capes, the feathers. It was so much fun. I don't know why, but we played Indians. We would find the feathers from the pigeons. We have a lot of pigeons in Ukraine, so we would find the feathers, and we would kind of master like sort of a crown out of feathers and find some old cloth to make capes. I remember playing Indians. It was the best. Well, those days are gone. Now, if you try to do something like this, people won't take it the right way, I'm sure. Now, everything is offensive, unless it's like Halloween or something like that. You were like Wednesday Adams. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Man, I'm enjoying having this conversation, honestly, kind of getting off to something not so serious. That sounds like an Indian reservation. Yeah, I guess. Well, we were really looking out for each other. Terry saying, so true, people cared and helped immediately, didn't have much, still gave. Yes, very true. Very true. It's kind of like very relative what means to have much, what it is much. Everything is very relative. I remember when I found that Santa Claus wasn't real when I was a kid. Oh my God, that's a huge trauma right there. I remember that too. I'm sorry to hear that. That is one of the most painful moments when you realize that Santa is not real. Oh my goodness. That's another scar to heal. Very true. Well, wearing feathers is taboo in my culture. Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. Okay, no feathers then. Oh my goodness. I was 10 when my mom told me, yeah. Yeah, we all came to know at some point that there is no Santa. Well, not the one we saw at least. Giving me the fear, Veronica. I'm terrified of feathers, and you were putting them on your head. I love feathers. I love ostrich feathers. I like marabou feathers. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I love glamour. So I like feathers, especially ostrich and marabou. They're very glamorous. But pigeon feathers, let me tell you, are not anything, anything but glamorous. But that was fun. That was really fun. Eric Snare says, I actually didn't care when I found that Santa Claus wasn't real. I had suspected it for a while. Good for you, Eric. You must be more aware and smarter than some of us. Yeah, my whole world was crushed when I learned that Santa wasn't real. Oh my goodness. How sad. Sigh. Well, you guys are funny. I see. Yeah, well, it's like when you're living through good times, you don't really know that you're living through good times, that they're gonna be so special. And then when you look back, you realize how special they really are. That's why it's important to have those moments of appreciation, because one day we're gonna look back and appreciate it. Oh, yeah, at least the Easter Bunny is real. Yes, absolutely. Easter Bunny is holding us together at the moment. I like the chocolate one, especially. Yes. Oh, wow. I think Michael giving us some idea about Indian culture, like natives. I had a friend who was Comanche from Oklahoma. He had war paint before we went to. I'm sorry, I can't read that. Falu. Oi, I don't. I'm sorry, Michael. Did I put you in timeout? I didn't mean to. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. It's my hands, my fingers. He was surprised my people didn't wear that stuff. Yeah, that's hilarious. Um, that is okay. Yes, I see you. I'm sorry. I thought I blocked you accidentally. So if it ever happens, just reach out to me. It's not purposely. Yeah, that is interesting. So it depends on the tribe, huh? Well, I've been learning. I've learned some native tribes. Cheyenne. And I know so many, but my brain is not working. I learned almost all of them for my civic test, but my brain is saying goodbye. I mean, my memory basically is gone at the moment. Terry said, my parents used to tell my brother and I that if we wanted another brother or sister, we needed to order from Sears catalog. We could possibly order if they weren't out. Oh, wow. That's great. I love that. I love that. That'd be great, especially for women. Hey, you wanna have another surprise? Just order from catalog. That would be amazing. Uh That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect, wouldn't that? I wish that would be truth. Guys, what kind of evening is this? Jim was saying we used to tell my brother he was adopted. Yeah, I'm sure that inspired his confidence. Oh my god, I feel like we have like an evening of secrets, right? I feel like we have an evening of family secrets. That's hilarious. Jim, you made me laugh. Oh my god. Yeah, why not to tell your brother he was adopted? Why not? An evening of unity. I love that, Michael. Thank you. He used to tell a brother he was adopted. How sweet of you all. That's lovely. How thoughtful. How thoughtful. So proud of you, Jim. And then your daughter was asking if she was adopted. You see, you messed up. You messed it up. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I don't know why I find it so funny. Oh wow, we have more. Michael says my brother and sister would tell me I was adopted. So everybody is adopted. That's interesting. Well, to be completely honest, now I remember I have a little sister. I used to tell her the same thing. I forgot about it already. I don't know why. Is it like some complex of superiority? Since everybody's come and cleaned my memory come back, I think we did that too. I feel like we are having a trip to memory lane. They would tell me I came from Mexico? Oh wow. Did you get the compensation? LOL. All right. Eric says, hey, if you adopt it means that you want it. Right. Because you adopt somebody by your wish, you'd think, right? So man, this is crazy. Guys. You just remind me of my own sins. I actually told my sister that her name was something else. Yeah, I guess all kids do this now when I think about it. I forgot about it completely. Guys. All right. Well, I'm really glad that we turn this into somewhat of a laughter and some lightheartedness. We really need this, right? And I'm very glad that many of you guys were able to join and listen to this madness. Um, Silly chit chat conversation. It's been a while since I laughed on a live stream. It's been forever. Guys, do you remember how much we used to laugh on my live streams? It's been forever. It feels like it's been ages since we laughed on the live stream. And now you're thinking about telling your family members that they adopt. I mean, how kind is that? How thoughtful. And not damaging at all. My goodness. Let me just make things better. I was telling you, darling. And it's really weird how you forget, you forget these things because and then as all of you were sharing, I realized I did the same thing to my little sister. super chat. Thank you guys so much for supporting the stream. Let me find it. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You still have one of the best laughs ever. Thank you, Veronica, for your work on Ukraine. Oh, thank you so much, and thanks for supporting the campaign. You were one of the first ones who responded. Thank you for your generous support, and um, I hope to put together from the materials I have been getting in the last couple of days. I really would like to put a video together because I want everybody to see the faces of people, and it's something that no words can express. So I'm working on that. So I hope that you will be able to see. But thank you so much. I'm so happy to laugh again too. I did not expect this. I did not expect this. I did not know, but I wanted to have a live today when we chit chat and just have fun. Uh on the other hand, I'm looking forward to create some real content, to talk about things that's going on, um things relevant to the channel and just things relevant on what's going on. So with this, it gives me energy and inspiration. So thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Stan, for your contribution and your comment. You must have joined when I was talking about adoption. God. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys, anybody else did that? Be honest. It's funny how you forget these things. It's how it get completely deleted from your memory. I not only told my sister that she was adopted, but I told her that she has completely different name. What? Oh my god, oh my gosh. Anyways, thanks so much. Thanks, guys, for the kind words and laughter. Thank you, Nicholas. Um, thanks, Michael. Shane is saying to the Ukrainian people helping while facing danger from Russian attacks. I will remember what you did. You were heroes while I was sleeping, while I was drinking beer and enjoying my family. Well, you can do that, or I mean, you should enjoy your family, but absolutely. But you can also do something. There are many things that you can do, many things that you can do to help. So for me, I don't know what it is. I think not being I was not really, I think uh this time was so different. I actually had to really minimize all the kind of frivolous activities, but this is, it depends on who you are and what you feel like doing. But for those of us who are connected to it, it's almost impossible, to go and do some entertainment. You should enjoy your family always, you should do meaningful things, but to all of us who are connected with Ukraine, it's really I don't know in English how to say this, mourn, when somebody dies and you mourn over it, you grieve. So for us it's not like that, but right now we realize that we need to add some lightheartedness, some healing, some humor, some laughter. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I was just sharing today how important it is to make, to not feel guilty for having good time, to have some laughter, to have some joy, because at first you feel ashamed to do anything pleasant or joyful or laugh or anything like that, because it's a time to grieve. But the thing is, when you feel alive inside of you, when you have some kind of joyful energy, it really powerful anti-war mindset. It's a mindset of life. It's a mindset of love, of living, of enjoying. And it's important, in times of sorry in times of World War II, the soldiers were singing. When you dig a hole in the ground, when you hiding from the attacks, the men were singing there. And they even had concerts as well. So it is important to laugh. And this incredible guy, I need my memory back, please. I think Viktor Frankl, the one who made it through Holocaust, he actually talks about importance of having goals and meaningful things, but he also talks about importance of having laughter, of having being able to joke, being able to laugh, being able to do silly things, because things like this keep us alive. Things like this keep us alive. So I guess that's why we this night turn into something a little bit more fun. Jim Jim says, I must be old fashioned. Your Instagram with the music you choose can be very erotic. So I feel guilty if I watch it. Well, it's just on my Instagram, I do, it's a bit different. I do glamorous things. And yes, I know it can appear somewhat seductive, but this is for it just having fun. Uh, in my feminine energy, something I could never do like that on YouTube. So, we all have different parts of our personality. So I guess that's part of it. And if you feel uncomfortable to watch, uh, I totally understand. That was not intended for that. And a lot of people, I've heard that feedback. I need some tea right now. Tea time. Well, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm having a lot of fun with that. I've never had Instagram before. I only opened it because I wanted to explore a new platform. And for those of you who know about my fur business, I'm having fun, modeling first and kind of um, explore my feminine side, so to speak, and it's a lot of fun. Uh, but I want to say, Jim, if you think that is seductive, you haven't looked through Instagram. Oh my goodness. But I'm just having a lot of fun with it. Thank you. Michael says a fur trade, yes. No, that's okay. I totally understand that. Eric says, Eric says, hopefully we didn't ruin the surprise. Oh my god, just a second. Uh, um, let's see. Hopefully we didn't ruin the surprise about Santa for someone on here tonight. I hope so too. I hope that whoever came tonight, if you still believe in Santa, I hope we didn't ruin your childhood. And if we did, please forgive us. And maybe we don't know what we are talking about anyway. Maybe it's just our imagination. Maybe, I have to say that you still have to believe in miracles. Through my adult life, miracles are consistently happening, especially when, as a woman, I'm in a receiving mode, when I'm not too serious, when I'm a bit more lighthearted. So, and I hope that miracles are happening for you. Yes, they may not happen in the form of somebody bringing gifts under your tree, but if you think about it, everything really is a miracle. Even that we can talk right now is a miracle. Technological, but it's still a miracle. We choose to believe in Santa, exactly. I think some of the kids already know, and yeah, I hope they are asleep. Jim is saying, I would love to buy one of your furs for my girl. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Once she's here, or one, if you gonna come and see her, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to assist you at that. This whole time I thought that Santa was real. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry we ruined it for you. I don't know. I definitely think that it's important to believe in miracles. Still, I think miracles are happening every day. Maybe not exactly like they used to be, but still. No, I wasn't a fur trapper, Michael. I cannot uh do anything to anybody. Like, I could not do it ever. Like, if I would have, I love meat and fish, but if I would need to kill and trap my own meat and fish and fur, I could never do it. I'll be a vegetarian, which is kind of crazy to hear from me. I could never do it. So the only reason why I eat meat, because it comes in packages. I could never do anything. It's crazy. I mean, it just seems unreal. So thank God for those people who do this for us. I'll be starving. Yeah, at least Easter Bunny. So Easter Bunny really gives us hope at this point. It's real, yes. We still believe in Easter Bunny over here on this channel. Please don't forget, y'all. Santa has never gave me what faithful woman has. Well, I hope so. I hope Santa is not like one of those questionable people that change their genders every moment. Santa is like a great, great, great grandpa for all of us. Yes, right. Maybe. Yes. Well, they say in a song, anyone from 2 to 91 or from 1 to 92 is a child. So basically, everyone is a child somewhere. No. Michael, you should have seen how much I cried over baby raccoons. We had some baby raccoons here when I just moved to US, and they're so cute. They're like little kittens. I threw the whole drama about those baby raccoons being removed and possibly hurt. I cried my eyes out for those baby raccoons. So yeah, contradiction. Contradiction. Somewhat, I guess. Yeah, guys, let's take a break from some people we do not want to hear about. I need a break from them. As far as I'm concerned, I don't want to think about them, especially that late at night. Yeah. Jonathan, where's no Santa? My mom has some explaining to do. I'm so sorry, John. Yes, your mom will have to do some explaining with Santa. Well, I think it's important to believe in some kind of miracles. I really think so. Well, the kittens, the little raccoons, they look like kittens. Yeah, I don't know, they may growl at you, but they're so cute when they're little, but then they're not so cute when they grow up. It's a big disaster. So they are very clever, yes. They are really something else. I don't know, I love wild animals. You know, when I came here, I live in Michigan, so I was fascinated by wild animals, especially by deer. I could not believe that you can drive and see deer. Like, I would stop my car and get my binoculars and just look at the herds of deer. It was fascinating. At first, I thought those were dogs. You know, I thought there were like big dogs, but no, they were deer. Raccoons do make a nice coat, but I could never make one. You guys don't understand. I could never do that in a million years. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah, we have some opossums here too. They are scary looking, I have to say. I'm not a fan. We have coyotes here too, fox, lynx. In my culture, raccoons are cousin to coyote. Interesting. Yeah, the babies raccoon are super cute. They're like little kittens. They're so cute. And I was so naive when I was trying to. Anyway, it's a whole different conversation. Just if you're about to get exterminate some animals from your house, tell your woman to go out and have lunch with her girlfriend. Okay, don't do it in front of her because she will freak out and she will cry and she'll never forgive you. Okay, just understand that we are very contradictory creatures, beings. As women, we may want to have peace and order, but if it requires extermination of cute little animals, it's not going to go well. So you don't tell us the truth, you make sure we are out of the where there is a issue and you take care of it. But um if you can preserve them, put them in cages, awesome, and let them out in the forest, but don't do it in front of your woman, because if she sees the little kitten being hurt, she's gonna cry and it's gonna be a nightmare. So do not do that. And make sure there is no spiders, because that's even worse. Nothing scarier than a spider, let's be real. Oh, when I have to kill a spider, I'll give you a blindfold. Yes, no, 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 no. Oh wow, so cool. I've never seen an elk. I would love to see elk. I'm so fascinated by wild nature because I'm from the big city. We only had what it is, dogs and like wild dogs and cats and pigeons. So I think those, I mean, elk, moose, it's amazing. It's amazing, Terry. Hey, beautiful. Hey, rattlesnakes. Oh no. No, that's no good. There is a lot of moose in Alaska. Remember when I touched one? Oh wow! You know that story here for kids? It's called "If you give if you give a moose a muffin." That's a really it's cute story. Bison. I've never seen a bison, but there are probably areas where there are bisons in Ukraine. Uh, Jimmy said, my daughter asked what was that? I said, a deer. She said, should we stop? Yeah. Um, I know there are bisons in Montana and Wyoming, here in US. Yeah, deer are amazing. But if you live in Michigan or somewhere up north here, you need to know how to drive and how to be careful because, when deer is on the road, it could be deadly. So pretty good with it, but could always get better. Could always get better. But I like looking at them. So, well, yeah, I don't really know about bisons, honestly. We have different areas in Ukraine. Maybe somewhere like on Carpathian Mountains, there could be some. Other than that, I don't really know. I couldn't tell. Not sure. Really not sure. All right, guys, I'm really glad that we were able to have not only appreciation for all of you, that were able to I was able to say your names and thank you, that we had some tears and we shared some pain, but we also shared some fun and joy. Thank you so much for sticking out with me for 2.5 million hours. Thank you so much. I want to wish you a relaxing night. I know it's late just about anywhere. So I'm so glad to reconnect with you. If you came late and you were part of my campaign, just know that I said your name in the first part of this video, and I'm very grateful to you um, for your help, for your support, for you being here during this time. You have no idea um, how much this means to people in Ukraine. And I feel uh, it feels so amazing to be part of the good, part of the positive, part of hope, of help. It is so important to be able to do something, it's so important. Thank you, guys. I I'm absolutely speechless. I appreciate you so very much, and I will do my very best to put together that little clip with people. I just want you to see people's faces and reaction. Of course, it's only a fraction of people because a lot of people won't be able or were not able to get on camera. But I just want you to know that people are touched not only by your help, not only by opportunity that saves their life. Those things, those little things right now saving their lives, they are big things for them, but they touch that somebody just cares and want nothing in return. I just want you to know this, that people are absolutely touched by this, that people don't know them, never met them, maybe never been in Ukraine, but they want to help. So God bless you for everything you have been doing, and I hope that we will have more fun evenings and we will have some topics, and in some of them we'll just talk about current events and have some interesting discussions soon. But I just want to dedicate this evening for you, for your ideas, your topics, your thoughts, your jokes, your issues with Santa, and I'm sorry things you have done to your siblings. You the, the the whole adoption topic came today. So yeah, I am very glad to learn more things about you guys. I didn't know you were involved in some serious family drama, and almost forgot about mine. So thank you for reminding, and couldn't say I'm proud of that part, but hopefully you stop saying your siblings that they were adopted. I truly hope so. Um, oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for being part of this. We laughed, we cried, we appreciate each other, we thank to each other. Thank you for being here, and I'm looking forward to another live stream. Thank you for the exchange of the positive energy, and energy of life and love and care. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you very soon. Thank you. Good night. Oh, good morning.